Have you ever wondered if the rain hides more than just puddles in Seattle? What if those April showers stir something restless? Something that's been waiting, watching for the perfect storm to wake it up. Welcome to Friday 13, the channel where every story is true, every chill is real. I'm John, your guide into the shadows, and tonight I'm dragging you into a nightmare from my own life. One that proves the rain isn't the only thing that soaks this city in dread. Turn off the lights, pull the curtains tight, and listen close. Because what I'm about to tell you, it's not just a tale. It's a warning. It started with a sound I couldn't place. A whisper, soft as a breeze, but sharp enough to make my skin prickle. Ever heard something you can't explain? Something that makes you question if you're really alone? That's where this begins. And trust me, it only gets darker from there. It was one of those April nights, rain so heavy it felt like the sky was trying to drown us. I was sprawled on my couch, half lost in a book, when it hit me. A whisper. John. My name, clear as day, floating through the room. I froze. Heart pounding, I glanced around. Nothing. Just me, the rain, and that damn book now limp in my hands. I live alone. Always have. My neighbors? Quiet as the grave. I chalked it up to the storm, some trick of the wind. But then it came again. John. Closer this time, like someone was leaning over my shoulder. I whipped around, the book crashing to the floor. Empty air stared back at me. Have you ever felt that? That itch on your neck? That certainty you're being watched, even when you're alone? I tried to laugh it off. Storms mess with your head, right? But as the hours dragged on, those whispers didn't stop. They grew, louder, sharper, weaving through the room like threads. From the ceiling, the corners, everywhere. I couldn't catch the words, but the tone, desperate, pleading. Then, silence. Not the good kind, the kind that presses down on you, heavy and wrong, like the calm before something awful. And let me tell you, something awful was coming. What makes you look outside when you're scared? Instinct? Madness? I don't know, but I did. And there she was, a figure in the street, small, soaked, standing stock still under the downpour. A girl, maybe 10 years old, her hair plastered to her face, clothes torn and dripping. She wasn't moving, just staring up at the sky, like she was waiting. I blinked. She vanished. No footsteps, no splash, nothing. Just rain pooling where she'd been. My pulse hammered. Who was she? Why was she out there, alone, in that storm? And why did I feel like she'd been looking for me? Sleep wasn't an option that night. Every time I shut up the pain, I saw that I knew I was connected to meat. I weighed the most object that night. Every time I shut my eyes, I saw her. Those hollow eyes, dark as the water. Those hollow eyes, dark as the water she stood in. The next morning, I started digging. Seattle's got secrets, you know. Beneath the hip cafes and tech towers, there's a past that doesn't rest easy. I found a story that stopped me cold. A girl named Clara vanished in the 50s during a spring storm, last seen near the waterfront, a few blocks from my place. No body, no answers, just a family left broken. Was that her out there? Was she the one calling my name? I couldn't let it go. The whispers came every night now, always at 3:13 a.m. Like clockwork, like a ritual. And every time, I'd see her outside. That same spot, staring up. I tried leaving flowers by the window, a little toy car, anything to calm whatever this was. Big mistake. The whispers turned to wails, sharp and piercing. My bed shook one night, rattling like something was clawing underneath. Then, the worst. I woke to muddy footprints, small, child-sized, trailing from my bed to the front door. I swear my breath turned to ice. She wasn't just outside anymore. She was here, inside. What did she want? Why me? I had to know more. I started asking around. Neighbors, shopkeepers, anyone who'd listen. That's when I met Mrs. Ellis, an old woman who'd lived here forever. I told her about the whispers, the girl. Her face went white. "You've seen her, haven't you?" she said, voice shaking. "Clara. She's been waiting." My stomach dropped. Waiting for what? I asked. She wouldn't look at me. "To be found," she whispered. "She's in the water, always has been." What water? What did that even mean? I couldn't wait anymore. That night, I went to the waterfront, where Clara was last seen. The rain was brutal, wind screaming in my ears. I yelled her name. "Clara! I'm here! Tell me what you need." Nothing at first, just the storm swallowing my voice. Then, the water moved. Not waves, something else, churning, rising. She was there, standing on the surface, her eyes locked on mine. She raised a hand, pointed down into the black depths. My guts twisted. Was she showing me where she'd been all these years? Or was she pulling me in with her? I didn't stick around to find out. I ran, heart pounding, soaked to the bone. The next day, the whispers stopped. The girl was gone. The rain eased up, like nothing had happened. But here's the thing. When the storms come back, I hear her. Faint, distant, calling my name. Is she still out there, trapped in that water? Or did she find peace, and I'm just imagining it? I don't know, but I'll never forget that April, when Seattle's showers brought a ghost to my door. So, that's my story, true as the chill running down my spine right now. Ever felt that crickling, that sense something's just out of sight? Tell me in the comments. I need to know I'm not the only one who's faced this. Was it Clara? Something darker? Hit that like button if this kept you glued to your screen. And subscribe to Friday 13 for more real horrors that'll haunt your nights. Share your own stories. Let's build this community of truth seekers. Stay awake, friends. The shadows are always listening. See you next time.